What up, guys? Kevin here with a review of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed, the not standalone but should be standalone expansion because it took me 35 hours to beat. Played it on hard, did about everything I could do. I got a little bit of cleanup. I was like, I think there's like 5 chapters. I got to the end of chapter 4, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then immediately went to the next chapter or to the last boss, and I was like, done. I was like, oh, that's it. I don't mean it like that's it, like the game was short, but that was an abrupt ending, and I really appreciate it. Maybe because I played way too many Trails games where the last dungeon takes forever. But yeah, I love this series. If you haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3, Torna, Future Redeemed, what's the expansion at the end of one that they just put out a couple years ago? That one too. You gotta play it. Just wow. Future Redeemed. The way Torna like refines Xenoblade Chronicles 2 into like a perfect little package, that's what Future Redeemed does. Just refines everything, the quality of life features. I love these little expansions just because they make it very gamified. There's just so many little systems in place that makes it fun. A really good checkoff list. These games have become my new Assassin's Creed games. Like, there's just so much junk stuff to do, but it's fun in this. I tried playing Assassin's Creed Mirage last week, and it just wasn't fun. You want to pick up everything, and you use stuff to level up a lot of stuff. Make ladders and green beams that you can grind to get across the place. The story picks up, I believe, after Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which I gotta say, I do think 2 is a better game, but I think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has the best story in video game history. Just a very beautiful game. Poetic, I would even say. And it continues on here. And I don't want to spoil anything because I don't think many people play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And I think that's why they try to push this out the door real quick. This was a game where this Future Redeem was supposed to come out, I think, right around now. But the characters all are, I don't want to spoil anything, but, once you learn about these characters, you go, oh. And, of course, Rex and Shulk show up. And that might be my biggest complaint about the game, or Future Redeemed, is Rex and Shulk just felt like a skin. Like, you could have just insert any 2 40-year-old plus males and just give them a Shulk and Rex skin. They didn't really act like Shulk and Rex. Shulk a little bit more so. Rex, I'm like, where's my power of friendship? And there's a moment it was like actually pushing people away. I'm like, what are you doing, Rex? That's not my Rex. But there are moments there. And Glimmer, who I think is voiced by Mithra and Pyra, and I think there is some connection there. Them two have a bond, Rex and Glimmer, and it's just fun to watch. I'm like, are they doing what I think they're doing? Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but wow. And then the events from 3N from 3 is in this, and it's really awesome. It's a really awesome story. It's a really awesome game. My only other biggest complaint is to heal, or if you die, your healers need to revive you. And you got 2, which is A and Glimmer. And I can't count how many times both of them died at the same time. We got 6, 7, 8 people in your party, and the only 2 people that are dead are them. So, and you're in a tough boss fight, playing on hard, which I'm done playing games on hard. It's just, I hate how spongy enemies are. It's not even fun. But you get them down to I'm about to beat it. Oh, Glimmer and A's dead. And then that's 2 people down and they can't revive anybody. And it's just a domino effect real quick. Everyone's gone. That happened way too many times. Way too many times. They needed to spread out. I usually did good if usually Rex would go like way over on the other side of the boss, and the boss would concentrate on him and die. So that would take one healer over there and kind of split up the group. That's usually when I did really well. When Rex went off and kept dying and required a healer to be at his side at all times and spread out. But yeah, this is awesome. Definitely you cannot play this until you played, I would say, the entire series. Not like I really understand what's going on. My biggest complaint with games nowadays is just all the weird jargon and just try to be way out there. And Xenoblade Chronicles is. It's a lot of times I got to find myself like reading a wiki. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like, huh? Just too much. Just way too much for me. I like things to be a little bit dumbed down. But this has been an awesome experience. Game of the year? I mean, it's definitely up there, but it is an expansion. So I'll probably just have an asterisk at my game of the year for awesome expansions. And this would be one of them. But yeah, I mean, it's 35 hours. I haven't even done everything. But yeah, this game's awesome. Again, Xenoblade Chronicles games, I never feel the grand and just the expanse, and wonder and exploration since Skyrim. That's what the Xenoblade Chronicles games do. And this is on the Switch. So I can't wait for the Switch 2 for these games to actually be remastered, maybe even a remake, and look damn well, because these games deserve it. It's a very beautiful game. Yeah, I'm giving it a perfect 10. This was awesome. This was an awesome experience. But I got to go. I'll talk to you later. Later.